But first tonight, Mountain States Health Alliance says if it knew a methadone clinic planned on opening on a piece of property it currently owns, the health system would have never entered into an agreement to sell that land.
Yeah, it's the latest development in the Crossroads Treatment Centers' attempt to build a substance abuse treatment facility on Princeton Road. If successful, this location will become home to the region's first methadone clinic. Nate Morbido found out when Mountain States Health Alliance signed an agreement to sell the property, health officials say they never knew a methadone clinic was in the plans.
Josh, take a look at this map. This is the property we're talking about. It's 413 Princeton Road, and it's right near a daycare just over here, a neighborhood over here, and some other medical buildings. Now, a spokesperson from Mountain States Health Alliance told us they learned about the plans for a methadone clinic on that piece of property from us, not the buyer. This is Princeton Road we're talking about, a busy section on the north side of town. Well, it appears the health system now has some major regrets about that proposed sale. According to the document, which is part of Crossroads Certificate of Need application, Mountain States entered into an agreement to sell the property to a company called Calhoun Real Estate back in October. The agreed upon price, according to that document, $295,000. In a statement provided to us today, Mountain States told us it hasn't had any dealings with Crossroads, just Calhoun Real Estate Company. The health system said, quote, Calhoun led our representative to believe that Calhoun intended to place a medical clinic there. At no time was it represented to Mountain State that Calhoun intended to place or cause to be placed a methadone addiction treatment facility on the property. Had Mountain States known of Calhoun's intention to facilitate the placement of a methadone addiction treatment facility on the property, Mountain States would have never entered into an agreement with Calhoun for the property, end quote. Now, according to documents, this deal isn't finalized yet. It's set to close in March. Crossroads co-founder Steve Kessler told me all of this is news to him. He says Calhoun Real Estate is affiliated with Crossroads. Kessler told me Mountain States has not once shared any of its concerns about the plans for the property. The clinic goes before Johnson City's Board of Zoning Appeals tomorrow. Since the clinic meets all zoning requirements, the city is expected to approve Crossroads' request, but not without a fight from nearby business owners.
Because it is methadone and there's a perception of a certain crowd that will be drawn to this type of facility, there has been some opposition.
Now, after Crossroads clears the local hurdle, it has to secure state approval. The Tennessee Health Services and Development Agency has set a hearing for February 24th for Certificate of Need. That's the agency that's going to really decide if this methadone clinic should and will be able to open in Johnson City.
All right, Nate Morbido, thank you. You mentioned that Board of Zoning Appeals meeting tomorrow. It's set to begin at 6 o'clock at City Hall in Johnson City, and the public is invited to attend.